Hello students, welcome to my channel again. Today we are going to see row echelon form or row echelon transformation of a given matrix. In the previous chapter we have studied elementary row transformations and elementary column transformations. So if you are not done with that chapter, please go to that chapter with the link given in the description box and continue to this chapter, because row echelon form is completely depend on the elementary row transformations. So let's start with the row echelon form of a matrix. It is a given matrix. Row 1 is 1 4 2, second row 0 0 0, and third row is 1 3 2. So it is 3 by 3 matrix. There are three important rules to find the row echelon form of a matrix. So what are that rules? Look at the first rule: 0 rows at the bottom. So if your matrix has a row which is contained 0, or all elements of that row are 0, they just sweep that row to the bottom. So let's start with the row operation for sweeping the second row at the bottom. So operation is interchange of your rows R2 interchanging with R3. So we have new matrix as 1 4 2 1 3 2 and 0 0 0. So we have done with the first rule, that if your matrix has a row entirely made of zeros, then sweep it straight to the bottom. This is our first rule. Now next, look at the first non-zero number in every row. So look at the first non-zero number in every row. Here in the second row we have 1 as the first non-zero number. We call this as a pivot. So it is a pivot. We call it as a pivot or leading entry. So in the row number 2, the leading entry is 1, because it is first non-zero number in the second row. In the first row, here is also 1, and which is known as pivots. In the second row, 1 is your pivot, which is first non-zero entry. As you move down the matrix, each new pivot must step to the right. So we have to make a staircase pattern or a step pattern. Your first non-zero entry moves to the right. So think of it like a staircase. It is known as a pivot step. Then rule number 3, zeros under pivots. So we have to make the element which is under pivot to 0. So here is, in the row number 2, 1 is your pivot, but it should make a 0, because we have to transform our matrix into row echelon form. So for the third rule, we have to make this 1 in the second row 0. So let's make the row operations. R2 changes with R2 minus R1. So we have new matrix as 1 4 2. Then R2 minus R1, 1 minus 1 0, 3 minus 4 gives minus 1, and 2 minus 2 is a 0. And the third row is as it is. So this is our staircase pattern, and which is known as row echelon form. We have done with the 3 rules. First is 0 rows at the bottom. Yes, the 0 rows is at the bottom. Then pivot step. What is pivot step exactly? We have to look at the first non-zero number in every row, and we call it as a pivot. So these are the pivots: 1 minus 1 and zeros under pivots. Yes, every pivot has a 0 under it. So it is known as a row echelon form. So we have done with the row echelon form. If you are go through this video, please like and subscribe my channel, and drop your comment if you have any doubt about it. Thank you.